Hello, beautiful souls, divine beings. Welcome in this lovely space with me. Today I have for you someone's reading, and I'm reading today for someone or anyone who is going through a painful ending or has just gone through a painful ending. And it's, in a sense, it feels very sudden. So it's not so much that it's unexpected, it's more like suddenly it's gone, or this is your experience. And it's like a sudden experience of loss from some kind of security you had, some kind of stability you had. An experience of stability you had, an experience of security you had. This can be a marriage, can be a relationship, this can be a job, but it's a sudden, painful ending. And again, it's not that it's so much unexpected, it's just being experienced by you as being very fast and very sudden. You are dealing with feelings of regret, so a lot of reflection into the past. Regret from choices that you made, or regret according to situations that happened. There is a lot of reflecting or spending time in past situations and going over them. But your guidance is coming through here with divine order. And divine order in the sense of bringing yourself into a position where you are able to see that everything is perfect as it is. Besides the pain, besides the hurt, besides the harm that has been done, besides the ugliness of the situation, to see through that and to see that it's all perfect as it is, which asks for surrender. Or the way to there is by surrendering. And there is also something here with this spending a lot of time in these past situations. I feel in here a double message. I feel in here it's important to look back at certain situations and to see where you might have made better choices, or just to reflect on past situations. There is nothing wrong with that, and it's needed also. But there is too much focus on there. Too much focus and being too much identified with that past, meaning that you are also dwelling in the past experiences, in these feelings from the past, and this is not necessary. It's about looking to the past or looking into the past from a place of being the observer of, and also from out of that state of being the observer of, it's where you can clearly see why you made the choices that you made, why someone else made the choices that they made, what you could have done better, what you did good. It's coming from a place of seeing it from a healthy perspective. But where you are right now, I feel a lot of pain. There is an ending and there is a lot of hurt that is coming through. So, or you are going through this exactly now, or this is just past. But you are still fully in the process of, and again, there is a lot of regret here. A lot of regret. And then your guidance coming through with the Ace of Swords, seeing through this and seeing that despite how it looks, it is perfect as it is. Because this situation, let me go a little bit deeper in here. This situation, also because divine order is coming through, it's a situation that was supposed to end. It was not a healthy situation. So it had its time. And it's perfect as it is. And I know this can sound very cruel. Knight of Swords again. I know this can sound very cruel, you know, when you are going through a painful ending, and then to say it's all perfect as it is, it can sound very cruel. And it's not that I'm not feeling you in here, and that I'm not feeling compassion for this situation. I do. But this is coming through, your guidance is coming through to lift you out of this situation. By you being able to see through the illusion, the truth. And the truth is that this is divine order. This is how it's supposed to be in this moment. Knight of Swords is coming through again, second time. So this is something very sudden. It happened very fast. It's almost like you were in a cloud, and then the Ace of Swords came through. It's an interesting feeling, because it's like, again, it's not unexpected. But you, in a sense, refused to see the truth before. And now this is suddenly ended. And because you refused to really look at that before, it feels very unexpected in a sense, which it is not. I hope that makes sense, but I think you understand what I say. It's because of your refusal to see it clearly before, while you actually knew already that this would end. Because of your refusal to see it clearly before, the intensity of the ending is now amplified and feels very sudden, which it is not. This is something that is lingering for a while already. It's like the end was prolonged. But the Knight of Swords 2 times, the Ace of Swords. So this is really this, what I said before, it's like a cloud that you were in, and then the sword, the clarity, the sword of clarity, cuts through these clouds, parts the clouds, and then there is the light shining clearly on the situation that you already knew, but you chose to see the clouds. You chose to refuse to look with the eyes of truth into these situations, into this situation, which are the clouds. Which is okay, right? There is a sense of trauma involved also in here, why you refused to look with the eyes of truth at this situation. But this regret, this is really, again, your guidance coming through very strongly here. Like it is already painful. It hurts, just the situation. But you spending a lot of time now over analyzing and dwelling in these situations from the past makes it a lot worse for you. So your guidance is really inviting you to do your utmost best to become the observer of, for your own good in the first place. This is really for your highest good, for your experience of pain, for your experience of loss. I didn't see that. Honesty is also here. So Ace of Swords, Knight of Swords, two times, and honesty. So this is being courageous towards yourself and really seeing this from the right perspective. Which will help you to move through this process. You have to go through this process anyway, but the more you are able to be honest now, the more easy it will be for you to go through this process, and also to get the most out of this process, to grow to get the most growth out of this process also. And this growth is helping you to make different choices in the future. It's a very interesting energy. It's like this, what I said before, these clouds. I hear chasing ghosts. And also with the honesty here, there is this sense of a certain illusion that you are that you had already before, with refusing to look at this from the eyes of truth, but also now, where you are now. It's this chasing ghost. It's like, again, this dwelling in the past, but also chasing and creating. So chasing ghosts is this trying to hold on to something that it had its time, it has ended. And this dwelling in situations from the past is also a sense of trying to hold on to. But there is also, where you are right now, a sense of creating ghosts, creating ghosts in the situation as it is now. So also there, still a part of you that is unwilling to really accept the truth. And also maybe now creating stories in your mind, making a lot of assumptions of what is happening. If this is a relationship, what I feel in here is this a relationship that has ended, and then your mind that is creating a lot of stories about what the other person might be doing without you, which is, this is creating an experience of suffering for yourself, which is unnecessary. It's now time to take care of yourself and to be very honest, about this situation, about the divine order, the perfection in there of the ending, why it had to end, to see that. And to mainly focus on you instead of your external world, which are the ghosts that are being created, scenarios that might happen outside of you. But this is really about you. This is about you and going through your process, going through the process of grieving this in the most healthy way, which asks for honesty, which asks for clarity, which asks for you to see with the eyes of truth. There is a sense also of, which makes sense also with the ghosts that are created now, or the refusal to see this situation, or saw this situation with the eyes of truth. It's, you have put this situation that has ended, you have put this on a pedestal. The other person that is involved, or whatever this situation is, the stability, the sense of stability, the sense of security, it was built on a very unstable ground. And you have put this on a pedestal What I mainly feel in here now, this is a specific situation, but this is someone. This is actually a person, a relationship that has ended now, and you felt deeply connected on a soul level with this other, specific other. And because of the intensity of your feelings towards this other, you have put this on a pedestal, and you have, because of that, this also has had an influence on the fact that you refused to look at, with the eyes of truth, to this. Again, it's very interesting this, because the Three of Swords with the King of Cups, it's like this. When you would look at this situation from a completely healthy space, from your spirit's perspective, just with the eyes of truth, when you would really look at this situation with the eyes of truth, you would see how big the contrast is between what you perceived and what is the reality. Because the reality here is the Three of Swords, which is it's hurt, it's pain, it's trauma, it's a bleeding heart. And then the King of Cups is this mature energy. It's a very mature, healthy energy related to feelings. So the King of Cups is the illusion that you created about this, while the reality is the Three of Swords, which is such a big contrast. Which also tells me there is a lot of trauma involved here, coming from past lives or just from this life, but there is a big unhealed wound to be able to perceive this contradictory energy like this. Hope that makes sense. It needs a blind spot, a big blind spot, to perceive the Three of Swords as the King of Cups, which is really an invitation for you to look at with honesty, with the truth. Ace of Swords and honesty, it's clarity, it's truth. Ace of Cups under there, and the Ten of Pentacles, and the World. The first biggest invitation in here is what I said, the looking to this with the eyes of truth, but also to pull yourself out of the identification with the heaviness of these feelings. The Magician and the Nine of Wands. So this is the wounded warrior. But with the Magician, it's this. It's like a trap created for yourself. I know this can sound quite negative what I'm saying now, but this is not, it's not the case. I'm just translating what comes through here for you to see through that blind spot, because this is why your guidance is coming through, to allow you to see honestly and clear at this situation, and to see in there what is your part in it, because this is self-created suffering, which we all do, right? We are this immortal spirit having this human experience, and when we come into this human experience on this planet Earth, we are creating a lot of suffering for ourselves. And this is what we go through in the process of awakening, to learn to see these things and to make different choices. And within this specific situation, it's like that, but it doesn't mean that you are in general in your life creating a lot of suffering. But within this situation, you are. And it's really important for you to see that. It would be very helpful for you to see that. And again, a big invitation in here to work together with God's source spirit according to this. Surrender and take care of you. Fill up your own cup from the right place. Because also within this situation, your cup, that's also why it's so painful here. Or it's a part of why it's so painful here. Because your cup, your holy grail, for all of us, our own cup should always be filled up from the right place, which is God's source spirit, this divine essence, which is the only nourishment that can offer us an experience of being full. It's the only thing. But what a lot of us do is searching in our external world to fill up this emptiness of this cup. But nothing can offer you an experience of true fulfillment besides filling it up from the right place. And this is also another invitation from your guidance coming through here. Instead of focusing now on these ghosts and going into the past and trying to control this situation, surrender to God's source spirit and take care of you, meaning fill up your cup from the right place. And the more you do that, the more easy it will be to navigate you through this experience. The more you fill up your own cup from the right place, the less situations like this, which is a very painful ending, but the more your own cup is filled from the right place, the less these situations will shake you out of balance. It can still hurt, it can still trigger you, it can still be difficult to go through, but it will not feel like you are completely what's the word? What's the word for this? Don't find the word that I want to put here. But you will not end up in a crisis, because this is still there. No matter your surroundings, no matter how difficult, if this is nourished from the right place, you can handle everything so much better. And this is also in here a big invitation. Honesty, truth, surrender, let go of control. Don't dwell in any ghosts from the past, and don't create any new ghosts from the past. And connect to God's source spirit, to your guidance, whatever you connect to, and fill up your cup from the right place. It will allow you to get out of a prison that you have built for yourself. And this brings me back to this divine order, this situation, whatever your situation is. It's in a sense also perfect because of the intensity of this situation. It's probably not the first time you go through a situation like this or similar situation like this with the same essence of feeling. So this situation is on your path and is offering you an invitation to step through this. So in there is also the perfection. It's something that's been given to you now. It's a blessing in disguise. And there it's up to you, what do I now choose to do with that? Because if you don't do anything with this, another situation similar to this one will show up until you say, enough, now I go through it. Enough is enough, right? And I feel that in here. Enough is enough. But see your own part in there. See the prisons that you have built for yourself within these situations. And take responsibility there. Again, it might sound hard to listen to, but it's coming from a loving place. But this is really the father aspect of God that is coming through here. Where the mother aspect is very soft and very caring, this is the father aspect coming through. And saying, enough is enough. Cut through the bullshit. See this situation for what it is, and give yourself what you truly deserve. Father aspect of God asking you, come to me, child. Come to me and fill up your cup. It's for free. It doesn't cost you anything. The only thing you have to do is open up to me and I pour into you. And the thing that I pour into you, the divine essence that I pour into you, will feel so much more or so much better and real compared to all the things that you were searching in your outside world to fill up this emptiness, which never works. It's an illusion. The only place is here. Again, come to me, my child. No judgments. It's the father aspect of God, mother aspect and father aspect of God. No judgment. You are all my children, all equal, and I love you all. But the father aspect in here is, it's this. It's more strong how it's coming through. Cut through the bullshit. Enough is enough. Look at this with the eyes of truth and choose. Choose you and choose me, which is God, Source, Spirit. And choose happiness for you. Again, it's you have free will. You have free will to make your own choices, and you can choose to keep on dwelling in this. But it's gonna create so much more hurt, and like I say, it's gonna create another situation, probably even more intense, up until the point that you say, enough. I had enough. Now I'm gonna take real care for me. True care for me. And for that I go to the only thing that is real, which is God, Source, Spirit, and my connection with that. And I'm gonna nourish and fuel up the part of me that is real, my true essence, my true being, which is a spark of God. It's the same essence. And by doing so, I set myself free. I set myself free from pain, from hurt, from suffering, from illusion. And I set myself free from creating new situations that are trying to show me that I need to take care of myself. Okay, my dear beautiful souls. That was a strong reading. And now I'm coming back out of this state, and I'm like, oh wow, you know, this is, I feel where you are going through. You are going through pain, and you are going through a painful ending, and then this in a sense hard energy is coming through, and it's like it feels in a sense like kicking you even more where you are already on the ground in a crisis. But again, this is not um, this is not how I feel it here. This is really the Father aspect of God speaking to you, with holding his hand out to you and just saying, I am here, child, but it's up to you to take my hand. And he, Father aspect of God, is also saying, please take my hand, because you're gonna make it a lot more difficult for yourself if you, the longer you wait with taking my hand that is always here for you. He is just waiting for you to take that hand and hoping that you will take it now, because this is painful and it shouldn't be that painful. I have to come back to this, because when I said shouldn't, there was this divine order. So also, don't go into this should not have happened, right? It's perfect as it is. You are exactly where you are now. And in this specific moment, you can make a choice. In each and every moment, we can make a different choice. And in this specific moment, the situation that is now in front of you, the feelings that are now present within you, are perfect to step through this, to level yourself up, to complete or to end a cycle that was a cycle of suffering. And it's you making the choice there to take the responsibility of saying enough is enough. So the situation, how painful it is, it's divine order. It's a perfect situation to do something with, to step through and to grow, and to find your home with God, Source Spirit, to find that place of truth, of real fulfillment. Okay, my dear beautiful souls, this is what I have for you. I hope this was helpful. And I'm sending you a lot of strength for this. And may you find the courage and may you find the strength to love yourself and to find that home within and with God, Source Spirit. So a lot of strength, a lot of courage, and a lot of love, a lot of light, a lot of peace and blessings for each and every one.